How's it going, everybody? Had kind of a busy day today. I went and tried to go fishing somewhere. Just looked at the map, saw some ponds, and didn't catch a damn thing. Oh well. But at least it was cool outside, driving around. What's the question mark for? I don't get it. Oh, you guys, look at this, look at this. Skippy mug, man. They look awesome, too. Look at this. Yee! Skippy mug. Oh, and don't forget, on the other side, dumbbell. Okay. Alright, there you go. Bam. Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks, J Case. Alright, man. Well, send me that email. You were going to send me an email. Thank you. Yeah, I got the slideshow of, I don't know if that's the nurse slideshow or if that's the, I think it is, yeah. Whoa, and there he goes, JK. Oh, just now? Okay. I'll go check.
Thanks for everything. Check your mail too.
Oh, there you
Love
go. Cool.
The freaks
right.
Gotta go. Sorry,
Finally, all
12
right.
minutes.
Thanks, Jay. Good luck out there. Thank you, Barbara Smith. All right, so I'm going to donate. I was thinking of donating 1,000 myself. So if you guys want to do, you know, another 100 or so, and then, you know, it'll start building up for the next month again. I see that you've already almost got there, though. What do we got? 50, 60, 70, 90. Yeah. Some of the mugs take longer than other people. It's weird. I think it just depends on where you live or something.
Yay, donation. Love the freaks.
Yeah, I've sent everybody's mug out. I don't know what they ship at various times, though. Yeah, I've done the Knick-Knack one. I'm not doing them this week, though. I am doing Texas Equusearch and the DNA Doe Project. Okay, because I think during this time people are donating all this other things and they're not really getting anything. So that's what I'll be doing. But I will donate to Knick-Knack again at some point. That's for sure. Hey, thanks, William Zambrano, Shogun Love, and Sapphire Life. Oh, I think
There's 100.
What do we got? 10, 20, 70, 80, 90, or almost 90, 100. I think it's pretty close. So maybe at 9 o'clock we'll go do the donations. Got my time, so that'll be in 9 minutes. 12 o'clock East Coast time.
You're doing great things. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Skippy Daybell.
Oh, pitching
Maybe it's
grey.
Skippy
I get my
Dumbbell.
mug tomorrow, so cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is kind of like a classic, this mug. Because they'll always mean something. That's for sure. Oh, look at, we got such a low turnout tonight. I should have said, let's see, Laurie, Daybell, you know, Chad Daybell, oh yeah, and donation night. Then all of a sudden these people that only care about that would show up right away. Thanks, Greg. Is it Glista or Glista? Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks. I like the music that comes with that one too. Wow. Thanks, Cowgirl Up. And what now? What now? What now? Oh, congratulations. What now? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's whatever you can afford. Oh, man. I'm Santa Claus. Oh, yeah, and it's Sarah Beth Colagrass. She knocked about 6 of these on me the other night. In the background. You guys remember that? Oh, oh, oh. Merry Christmas.
My anniversary is today. Wish I could do more dollar. Damn D-Mick. Love the show, the freaks, and the charities.
Thank you, Jessica Schubach and Miss Good. Audrey Jensen. Whoa, that made my face look funny. Not
Here is another
funnier than it
100 in the pot.
you know,
love,
always
love
does.
your hard work.
All right, we got 7 minutes. Oh, Miss Giss is going to do the, that was the cat eye one there. Everything's out of order. Look at that.
Something towards donating.
Thanks, Greg. Audrey Jensen. Barbara Smith. Yeah.
Thank you, Gray, for all you do for so many.
I think last month we didn't. What was that? We donated $1,000 to the First Responders Children's Fund. So that was cool.
Happy to help for such a good cause. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Oh, there it is. See, every time you're just sitting there, everything's quiet, and then bang, right in your face.
You're awesome, #1 for sure. Love you, Gray, and love our awesome freak family.
Thank you,
Sparkling
Miss
heart,
Giss,
growing
and,
heart,
Cowgirl
smiling
Up. That
face
was very
with heart
generous.
eyes, hugging face.
What now? Jessica Schubach, Audrey Jensen, Barbara Smith. Tonight.
Please give your
And there's
frontline
Cairo.
hero a cup of coffee for me.
Oh yeah, I'm really mean. Got a really mean messages that I had to delete on that last video. I removed that little portion though for that person because they were so sad about it.
I heard Gray was mean.
Yes, I'm so mean. All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So
Thank you for
easily got the
helping
$1,100.
Heart
Easily
seat.
got that. This might be, I think this will easily be our biggest month. Oh, wow. What the heck is that? Wow. Silly putty colored hearts and something in my mouth there. What is that? Oh, that's a, yeah. I thought maybe it was a tongue, but it doesn't, it looks weird. It's got that brown part on it. Ocean Moonbeams donated
Freak family
Wow,
is the
Barbara
best
Smith.
because of who you are, Gray.
Thanks. Wow, I think I'm a chef right now. Woo! Or maybe I'm a mushroom hunter. Yeah, blue is the best. You got that one. My wife is a big fan of Chloe, but I am. Yeah, she's sticking her tongue out at me now, and I'm a fan of blue. So basically, what's weird is I'm like blue and she's like Chloe. Okay. Hey, thank you very much, Barbara Smith and Cairo and Jennifer Cochran Fent.
Gray is too mean. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
You guys are amazing. All I can do is put about 100 of these out there for all of you.
I heard blue is the best pup.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Frazzle Cat. Thanks, Cairo.
I love donation night.
Yeah, it feels good. I think this is probably the thing that makes me feel the best. Because you're... Oh, my God. The bear that tries to kill me. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Okay, I think he's gone now. I think he's gone. I'm pretty sure he's gone. Hopefully he doesn't come back again. Thanks, Kelly78. Oh, got it. Came back. See? Get off. Ow, 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 ah, ah. Oh, there goes the Moonwalker. I know, the bear has fangs. It's kind of freaky looking. I think it's like a Valentine's bear that has fangs on it. Alright, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yep, so mean bear, yep. Well, thanks, Marnie. Yeah, alright. So here we go. Here we go. I'm going to do it at 9 o'clock. Here we go. Thank you, Marnie. Let me go to the other screen.
Thanks, Gray, for bringing awareness and being the best to lead us freaks.
Oh, and I guess there goes Ohio Italian Lady, Cairo, and Wombat Dundee. Cindy B. No, that's not the right one. DNA. Ah, shit. Thank you, Madonna. Okay. So I'm gonna do $1,200. You see, you guys made it, so I'm gonna do more. That's crazy.
Gray's the man.
Alright, so let's see. Hold on a second. Donate. Now I'm gonna have to move it off the screen. Let me, when I do this.
Here's 5 for the trolls.
I don't want my bank information showing up on there though. So hold on. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. You've donated $800 to the DNA Dope Project. We'll send you back to the DNA Dope Project, I guess. So now we're going back to DNA Dope Project. And there you go. So we just gave DNA Dope Project $800. That'll pay for almost, you know, a big portion of one of their projects. Okay, now we're going to go over to Texas Equusearch. Donate with PayPal. Let me make sure.
This is the best group. Proud to be part of this always.
What's it doing? Oh, yeah, is that not what you click on? Or oh wait, level 1. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, there it was. Okay, hold on. Took forever to load up. I was getting nervous. Okay, we're gonna give $400 to Texas Equusearch. Okay, so there we go. It's right there. There's the 400, but I don't know if it goes back to PayPal to log in. Just a second. Okay, there we go. Well, hold on. I don't want it to do that what it did last time. Okay, there you go. You donated $400 to Texas Equusearch. Okay? So there you go. We've just donated $1,200. And I explained how I do it yesterday. I mean, it's pretty amazing, right? Because, you know, I mean, this year... Now I got to update the numbers on the screen here. So... And if you don't believe, you know, there's still those trolls because I had to move it to a different screen. Here's the email back. You just donated $400 to Equusearch. And then also, here's the other one. You donated $800 to the DNA Dope Project. See, they returned my email right there. Okay, good. All right. So, all the trolls that... Ooh, did you see him leave the screen? Yeah, because I don't want you to see my bank account information if it comes up. But you just saw that, all right? So now let's change the... Oh, yeah. Thank you, Karen K. and Barbara Smith and Cairo again. And Christy Lynn, I missed that one. Thank you, guys. Very kind. All right, so now I'm going to...
It makes me happy THT donations help victims here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't, like, it's just a big chunk. Basically, at the end of the day, it's about 40% of what I get, you know, after I pay my taxes and everything. All right, so let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, let's update these numbers then. Okay, so now Texas Equusearch is 1,100, and DNA Dope Project. Ah, shit, it's hard to get to that one. Yeah, is now 1,100 also. So there we go. And then there's a total is different now. I think it's 4,000. We were at 29, so that would make it 4,100, right? 22, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, 4,100. Okay. And then the total is now. Okay, there we go. Boom! Look at that. I think it's kind of cool to have it on there so we can, you know, see what we're doing together. Oh, thank you, Ruben Urban. Kim F. Sharp. Yep, you guys are the freaks. Here we go. Man, you guys are, it's just, I don't know, it feels pretty cool. Man, one of these days, I hope it'd just be crazy if it was like, you know, thousands each month, but, you know, it's bad. It's not even very good time. What's so amazing, here's what's amazing, is like, this was a tough month out there, and you guys were still so generous, you know? It's amazing.
We are the freaks.
Hey, thanks, Patch. Yeah, that's what they tell me. But you know, sometimes it does hurt your feelings when people say stuff. You know, and I know that sometimes people, you know, I hurt people's feelings in the show when I call them out or think they meant something and maybe they didn't. You know, it's just. But the thing is, it's just one freaking moment. You know, just get over it. You know, it's okay. I don't dislike any of you. You know, the people that are here all the time. The people that, you know, that come in to be trolls, I don't like them too much, you know, to be honest, but. I mean, look how good that looks. You know what's weird? Now when I turn it upside down, you can't even see that that was the chin and everything. No money to the mushroom funds. They haven't started that program quite yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to solve any Delphi. Yeah. Hey, Sarah Beth, did you put those faces on me again? Did you do that? Okay. So how about this? How about why doesn't somebody just throw out a cold, you know, just some kind of a cold case? We'll go over it right now. We'll just look it up, but not anything that's common or popular. Some really, you know, something that you never really even heard people talk about. Give me one. Me and Cairo is going to come on. We're going to go over this case. You know, he sent it to me a while ago. He I don't know if I think he bought a book on it at one point. And so he's going to come on the show and we're going to go over that one. That one's pretty weird. Yeah, an old one. I want something that you've heard about, but then we can look it up on DNA or newspapers.com. Susie Chong, Australia. I don't know if newspapers.com has a good Australian presence.
I will be at CrimeCon 2021.
Yeah, that one. That does disappoint me. We would be at CrimeCon tomorrow, basically, and I would have got to meet some of you. I don't know how many of you were going to go, but I would have got to meet some of you. And one of the things, though, is like you all know what I look like generally, but a lot of you I don't really know what you look like. Although I know what Cairo looks like because he came here one time. What did you say? Oh, you both said Lee Hickman. What's Leah Hickman? I guess we could look it up, right? But it sounds like if more than one of you said it, then that means it's not really uncommon, okay? Nice, William. Yeah, we did that one last night. Good try, though. Good try. Tammy Zywicki. Laurie Bulger. 19... Okay, Laurie Bulger. Is that... anybody else heard of that one?
This is just...
Hey, thanks, Cindy Bimmler. Oh, like a, well, if it was bimolar, it would have been like those, I used to call it Bimmler, but like an appliance you put in your mouth. Bimolar, but Bimmler. Yeah. You mean Lyric and Elizabeth? I've covered that one. All right, well, maybe we can do a few of these. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna try the one that Gritty Gret just said. But what's that Leah one? I mean, if multiple people typed it in, how could it be uncommon? And what year? Oh, 1976. And where was the Laurie Bulger one? Like what state? I guess if I just do a search, it might find it. Okay, so Illinois. Yeah. Well, there you go. There's one. Okay. Let me check this out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the documents off to the side or the pages. Okay, but this is saying a girl found bludgeoned to death near Elgin was identified Wednesday as a student who had just left a summer class. Okay, let me see if I can. Bludgeoned to death near Elgin was identified Wednesday. Okay. And what was that? What did you say? Elgin? E-L? I'll just put that word in there. Okay, so it was in June there, right? Well, it was identified then. But anyways, let's do this one. A girl found bludgeoned to death near Elgin was identified Wednesday as a student who had just left a summer class where she was completing work while she visited her dying father. The body of Laurie Bulger, 16, of 91 Sweetbriar Court. Ah, cool. We can just do this like we normally do it. Thanks, Barbara Smith. Wow. You've been a particularly generous donating freak tonight. Oh, she is doing way better. You know? I think the main thing is early on you sort of get paranoid that it's going to happen again. But she's doing better.
Please let us know about your lovely wife, Chris.
It was just kind of this little mini stroke thing, and now she's taking aspirin, and hopefully that'll keep it from happening again. Pretty crazy, though. Hey, thank you, Cindy Bimmler. Is that how you say it, or is it Meller? Or just Cindy. How about that?
Always enjoy your company and your crime coverage.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing up again, Curious Georgia. Hadn't seen you for a few days. Alright, so I got the folder. Now let's go back to the article. 91 Sweet Briar. I'll put it over here so I can read it. 91 Sweet Thank you, Emily Flotilla. And there's their house right there. Hey, look at that. It's Dan Davidson. How's it going, Dan Davidson? You staying safe out there? I haven't seen all your funny Facebook posts lately. I've known Dan Davidson probably longer than almost anybody on here. That's for sure. I think like 2000 and... Wow, what was that? 13 maybe? 2012? Oh, cool. Alright, let's see. Let me go down here. Yeah. Just don't put out any of the information, Dan Davidson. We like to sort of go over it fresh. Alright. So there's her house right there. I was going to say, I bet you this is in October because there's pumpkins, and there it is. The imagery date is October 2018. Okay, here we go. She was found on the grounds of the Elgin Township Estates sewage treatment plant. Huh. God. Elgin Water Department, Riverside. I bet you it's that one right there. Elgin Water Department. Let's see. Ah. Yeah, I went all the way to Oregon. Wow, how'd that happen? So that's South Elgin. Well, no, it might even say, hold on a second. The state sewage treatment plant. near Randall and Hops Road. So we can just go right there. Okay, let me just go there. Randall and Hops. Was it 2 S's now? Gosh. Yeah, 2 P's, I mean. Hops Road. Oh, so right there. Okay. So let me put a pin there. So it said near there. Okay, now let me type in sewage treatment South Elgin, Illinois. Okay, well there's one. Yeah, that's. I don't know, it must not be there anymore. I mean, I guess it could be, but they said it's near there. You know, maybe it's. Yes, that's Randall Road and that's Hops. So they said near there. Yeah, so let's try one of these things where you go up on the Google Earth and go back to 1994. Yeah, totally different. This is 1996. Right there. So I like to get all the stuff located first. Okay, so now let's just go through this. Near Randall and Hops Road at 11:25 a.m. That's when she was found. On the grounds of Elgin Township Estates Sewage Treatment Plant. Near Randall and Hops Road at 11:25 a.m. on Tuesday. Wow. The time was 2.5 hours after she had finished attending a driver's training class at Larkin High School. So I guess we could put that one in there. See, once you get all the stuff down, then you have to keep doing it again, but you got to get it in there. 1475 Larkin Avenue, Elgin. Okay, so that's going to be a high school. Yep, right there. Let's see what it looks like now. Yep. Larkin High School. And that was at finished attending. Okay, so it was at 9:25 in the 9 in the morning is when she was done with the class. So it was 9. That's when she was finished with the class. Okay. Hops Road, 11:25 a.m. Tuesday. The time was 2.5 hours after she had finished attending a driver's training class at Larkin High School. James Bulger, a carpenter. Is this a whole different story, or? Oh, I guess that's died June 13th in Hines Veterans Hospital. It's kind of weird how they just jumped in with that, you know. We buried Jim in the shade of a tree, said Laurie. Aunt Mary Bulger. Man, that's some weird writing there. Said Laurie's aunt, Mary Bulger. But Laurie loved the sun and told us, when I die, you'll have to find a grave out in the sun. The girl had been driven to school by her older sister and was last seen at 9:10 a.m. after class by an instructor who saw her hitchhiking outside the school, according to Greg Dickinson, special investigator for the Kane County Sheriff's Office. So probably she was hitchhiking out here, I would imagine. Or could have even, well, let's see. How would you get to here? You know, it makes more sense to be over here on the right. Like she's hitchhiking over here, gets a ride, and that person takes him down this direction, does something to her, and then her body's here. But, you know, to be honest, it could be about anything. But what's weird is she was found so quickly after she was last seen. The girl had been driven to school by her older sister and was last seen at 9:10 a.m. after class by an instructor who saw her hitchhiking outside the school, according to Greg Dickinson. Miss Bulger, who served as a spokesman, or spokeswoman, right, for the family because Laurie's mother was ill with grief, said Laurie loved swimming and other outdoor sports and was the family comic. But she added Laurie was taking the driver's training class during the summer because she spent so much time at her dying father's bedside that she failed to complete the course during the regular school year. Mrs. Bulger said Laurie wanted to learn to drive so she could take a job selling subscriptions for Elgin newspaper. Two friends, Peggy Summers, 17, and Mimi Summers, 14, said Laurie expected to get directly home from class because the three had planned to swim in a nearby quarry at 10:30 a.m. Wow. So. Thank you, Barbara Smith. Yeah.
For the best true crime YouTuber in the universe, I obviously got my Uncle Trump check.
Well, all right. Well, thanks, Barbara Smith. Very kind. Weird. So she was supposed to go in a nearby quarry. I'm sure they can say where that is, but you know, by now the quarry's probably not there. I don't know. It's weird though. I remember when I was in college back in 1980. Shit, what year was that? 88. I remember going to a quarry and swimming there. I don't think many people swim in quarries anymore for some reason. It's just so yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So let's see. Two friends, Peggy Summers, 17, and Mimi Summers, 14, said Laurie expected to go directly home from class because the three had planned to swim in a nearby quarry at 10:30 a.m. The treatment plant grounds where her body was found are in an isolated area surrounded by cornfields. Let's see, grounds where her body was found is an isolated area surrounded by cornfields. You know what's weird is sometimes, how many times lately has the exact spot I want to look at had this weird green color on it in the 94, but it just, what are the odds of that? Laurie, let's see, the girl was identified by her sister Tina, who had heard a radio report Wednesday of the discovery of the unidentified girl's body. Okay, here, two men driving on the grounds, onto the grounds, were the first to see the body. Laurie had been struck on the head 8 or 10 times with a heavy instrument. They said her clothing was in disarray. The girl was identified by her sister Tina, who had heard a radio report Wednesday of the discovery of the unidentified girl's body. Laurie also had two brothers, Lawrence, 18, and Terrence, 12. And that was June 24th. Well, there's September here. Let's see what this says. 2 are indicted, 2 others held in Elgin girls' killing. So those are probably the 4 people that Dan was talking about a few minutes ago. That's not too bad. 115 with 197. Okay. I'd like to just find an article that has a little bit more detail of what happened. Let's see. A 16-year-old Chicago youth wanted in the slaying of Laurie Bulger surrendered to Elgin police Thursday and was charged with obstruction of justice. The officers will attempt to have the youth tried as an adult. The youth was indicted by Kane County. Okay. Let me look at something here. July 1976. Wasn't there anything on her just that month? No. That's weird. And then August. No. That's pretty weird. See, everything's right around the same day. Let's see what this one says. Bludgeoned and killed Laurie Bulger, 16, of South Elgin Tuesday, and left her body near a sewage treatment plant. Detective Chief Ronald Booth Kane said the girl may have been picked up by a driver near the intersection of McLean Avenue and Bypass Route 40. Okay. Let's see. And that's McLean. That's the side I was saying, because it makes sense to get down there. And where's Bypass Road 40? Oh, down here maybe? Elgin Bypass? Huh. So she walked quite a ways down there. Yeah, well, this says Elgin Bypass, so I'm kind of thinking that's what they were talking about. So right down here is where she hitchhiked, somewhere down here. Okay, and then she got a ride, and then look, her body's just found right there, just a straight shot. I bet she was taken directly to the quarry. I mean the sewage treatment facility. And it's not like I don't think there's a lot of people hanging out at sewage treatment facilities. You know, it's not like a park. Hey, Cindy, let's go check out some sewage. You know, doesn't happen too often. You know, I know that wasn't on my bucket list when I was a kid. You know, hey, Jim, what are you doing today? Well, not much. Well, I was thinking of going and checking out the sewage treatment plant. Yeah, it's always Jim, right? Yeah. So it doesn't look like there's much information about her early on. So let's see, June, July, August. How about September 1976? I keep missing Cindy, so how do you say your last name phonetically? Thank you, Dadio. Caspian Horses Rock. Okay, here's one September 30th. Assistant Eldon Police Authority said they withheld. Okay, let me just type in. Now I'm going to type in November. See what happens. No, nothing. Okay, how about December 1970? Thank you, Barbara Smith. Wow. She did get that stimulus check. Okay, Beimler. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, Daimler. Okay, like Daimler Chrysler, something like that. Yeah, fantastic job.
I get paid tomorrow. I'm happy.
Okay, here's something from... Okay, murder charges dropped against 2 of them. The judge Wednesday dropped murder charges against 2 Chicago men after Kane County State Attorney said he was convinced the men were not involved. Ms. Bulger's body was found on the outskirts of Elgin June 22nd. Police said they think her attacker picked her up when she was hitchhiking home from an auto driver's class. Gene Armentrout said interviews with 15 or more persons during the weekend and new lie detector tests given to Ikhtiari and Martin persuaded him to ask for their release. He said he does not know who killed Miss Bulger. So that was December 9th. Looks like all these articles are probably for the same thing. Okay, now we're going to do a longer one, 1977 to 1980. I mean, this is what I do for all those cases, but I put them all in a file and put everything together. It takes forever, you know. It's like, yeah, you guys are like it. You guys are the best, you know, channel supporters that are anywhere I've ever seen. It's crazy. Okay, you guys are, you know, generous, and it's like a, you know, it's like a family. The Freak family. So it's pretty amazing. Your 18-year-old Chihuahua. Yeah, well, I hope Blue lives that long. Well, I don't see anything. Let's see, 1981 to...
Special thanks for looking at this cold case.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I like these kind because they're just so random. So the 4 people they let go, I don't know if you're still out there, did they just had absolutely nothing to do with it? There's got to be DNA tied to it. I mean, was she sexually assaulted? Doesn't seem to say that, but her clothing was in disarray. Yeah, she's not even in any articles after that. So let's try 1990 to 2010. I bet you there might be a DNA article or something. Okay, there's one in 1994. Also surviving her one son, Fred. Oh, that's just a... I don't even know if that's the same Laurie Bulger. It's wild. Yeah, so they have DNA, right? So, you know, hello, Chicago, get going. Just turn the DNA in, you'll get the answer. Okay, if you had DNA, just submit it. It's amazing how long it takes for some of these people to get going on this. Let's see, cold case, Illinois. I feel like I've heard her name before. Well, what's this one? They posted something just recently. Yeah. Probably right. Thank you, Barbara Smith.
Gray, really, Chicago, don't forget who you're talking about.
Okay, here it is. This is the official... Well, I don't know if it's official or not, but let's see. Laurie was a victim of murder. Her body found along Randall Road, just west of Elgin. Let me see if I have Randall Road. Okay, that's Hops Road, so it was on Randall Road. So... I guess somewhere in this area right there. Randall Road, just west of Elgin. 4 young men were arrested but later released, and years later, DNA testing cleared them. The case remains unsolved. Submit DNA to Parabon. Case will be solved. Alright, do something. Laurie Bell 16. That's Web Sleuth talked about it. Only 1 or 2 pages on there. Thank you, the Ninja Guy Don.
To help fight the good fight.
Yeah, so for those of you showing up late, we donated $1,200, $800 to the DNA Doe Project, and $400 to Texas Equusearch. Okay? Just so that you feel like, now you know what we were doing. I want to find the actual... There's got to be a cold case write-up on it in Chicago, but maybe not, you know. Like Barbara said, it is Chicago. William Reinhold? Do you think he's the killer? Thank you, Karen K, with another one of those crazy little stickers. Hey, Barbara, you feeling any better? I mean, it seems like it, that's for sure. Yeah, no, I just load it. You know, the thing is the money comes in and then I take a percentage. I explained it last night at the end of the month, so. Let's see. Oh, it's not the beer virus? Okay. Well, good. Glad you feel better. Or ish. See you tomorrow, Barbara. Okay, so what makes you think the Reinhold guy has something to do with it? That's the article we found right there. You read that one. What a weird post, you know? Like, yeah, there's nothing here. What, they're trying to sell something? Yeah, they're trying to sell for $9 the picture that of her. What a, that's ridiculous. God. Okay, well, should we check out that other William Reinhold? Let's see. Hold any? I don't know, is he from that area too, or? Huh. Yeah, maybe it was him then. What years was he killing? I mean, 1976, and he's 66 now. I mean, he would have been. Well, how? Let's see. What is that? So 80 would be 40. Be 44. He'd be 22 at the time. When was he arrested? Yeah, well, Cairo, I had to respond because for some reason, Shogun Love tried to explain it to somebody else. I already explained it earlier. That was Reinbold. Okay. With a B, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I think I was spelling that wrong. Are you saying Bolt like B-O-L-D? Okay, that looks right. Okay. Okay. A London Mills man pleaded innocent yesterday to killing of a Hannah City woman. No trial date was set for William Reinbold, 36, who was charged with the December 26 beating death of Mary Clark, 21. Police said the woman was killed in a Farmington laundromat, and her body was dumped outside the town, which is about 20 miles west of Peoria. A suspect in the slaying of 21-year-old Hannah City woman was charged. William C. Reinbold, 32, London Mills, was arrested late Wednesday for the December 26, 1988 slaying of Mary F. Clark. Fulton County State Attorney Joan Scott said Miss Clark died from multiple head injuries caused by blunt object at a laundromat in Farmington. Authorities said Miss Clark's death was the first slaying in rural Farmington in 2 decades. Miss Scott, who will prosecute the case in Cox County, said Mr. Reinbold had a prior aggravated battery conviction. Yeah, I'm sure they find that he's done a little bit more. Jury found William Reinbold guilty of first-degree murder Thursday night in the beating death in that laundromat. Man, that took forever. It took 6 years to get to trial. Only 6 hours of deliberation. Yvonne Reinbold. That was the mother. She died in 1998. Wow, so this is a 1991, about 4 hours Thursday before convicting William Reinbold of murdering a Knox County woman, but defense attorneys are promising to appeal. During the 2-week trial, prosecutors called on 45 witnesses to prove Reinbold beat and killed Mary Clark. So he must have maybe he got a second trial or something. I wonder if he got that one overturned and had to do another trial, because the other one was 95, right? William Charles. Wow, he got married? Probably got married while he was in prison. Or maybe that's his kid. It says Reinbold Jr. Jesus. So is he a serial killer? This Reinbold guy? I know you guys are probably bored to death, but I try to avoid this part with you guys, so I do all this shit on my own. Okay? I mean, sometimes we do this live, but this is what I'm doing on the side, trying to put it all together. Yeah, it looks like he had a... I bet you that was overturned and then he had a new trial. Killer Reinbold changes mind and withdraws bid for resentencing. Yeah. All right. What was that other story from earlier? That the Leah one. What made you want to look up the Leah case? Here's the thing. If they've got DNA, just go test it. Okay? That's all you got to do. Just put it through the genealogy program and you'll get to the killer. All right? Hopefully they still have it. You know. And it wasn't lost in the, quote, flood that seems to appear. Okay, I don't want to do that one. Didn't we talk about that one time? Or? All right, so what's another one? Billy. Okay. Well, who is that one? Liz? I mean, you got to give more information than that. I've already done the Burger Chef murders. I did a whole video on the Burger Chef murders. You got to watch the channel every once in a while, Jan. Yeah, I've done that. I've talked about that one. What's now? With Springfield 3, is that right? Yeah. They just all disappeared one night. I thought it had something to do with the guy. I can't remember. I don't remember it all, but yeah, we talked about that one night. Okay, now I don't remember the name. What now? So you got to put it all in one comment, okay? Makes everything really complex when you just say a name. Oh yeah, and then here's the other information. Because you have to realize I have to scroll up and look around in the whole chat just to find something. So now I don't have any of the information. I can't find anything that you just typed in. So try it one more time. Everything in one comment. No, I'm not talking about, oh hell, I don't even remember who I was talking to now. Who was the one a minute ago that came up with a name? And I said, give me more information. And I was waiting for it, but I never got it. It was some kind of, it was a weird name. Yeah, Kyron Horman's one that I'm going to do at some point. But it's not one you just do in a night. You know, just do a show and call it good. Was that the one? Yeah, so what year was that one? Thank you, Kathleen Canick. I'm gonna have to donate another $100 here in a minute. Okay, Jenny Penny, what state? My God, could we just put them all in one comment? Please, God. Nope, no news on Allison. What do you mean, Ficky? We just did that. Okay, yeah, I don't see his name. You must have spelled it wrong or something. Or I didn't have the right state name in there. I got it. Missing 7-year-old found dead. Police confirmed at noon today they are investigating Dalton Mesarchik's death as a homicide. The worst fears of a tight-knit community came to pass late Thursday morning when the 7-year-old Streator resident was found dead in the Vermilion River south of Streator. Mesarchik had been missing since 7:15 p.m. the previous night, having disappeared as he awaited on an enclosed porch for a church and what? Or church van. Sorry, this was on top of it. Thank you, Kindness Cake. All right, hold on a second. I don't know if I can do... Well, let's see. Hold on. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta...
Appreciate you, Gray.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm sending $100 to another charity. Hold on, 4867. put that in there. Okay. Okay, there we go. We just did 100 to the National Center for Exploited and Missing Children, NCMEC. All right. If you guys weren't so dang generous, we. All right. So there we go. Let me add. Now I got to hold on. I got to add that to the. Because we have NCMEC on there. We've given them 200 so far. Okay. And that, and then also that is now 4,200. Okay. All right, there we go. We're all squared away. All right, so that's look at there. Maybe all months won't be quite like this one, but this month we did 1,300. Okay, if I can get around 1,000, I'll be happy. So, thank you. You guys are ridiculously kind. The free cards. You know what I'm telling you guys? You guys got to get this, the mug with dumbbell and Skippy, okay? Sean Beecher.
I love you and my freak family. Blue heart shortcake. See no evil monkey bear rainbow.
Thank you, Streamlabs, for accurately pronouncing all of those emojis. Thanks, Sean Beecham. In her pink hoodie. Yeah, I think it's sort of like a classic mug. You almost have to have this one. You know, because that's actually dumbbells face upside down using his chin as a nose. Okay. He seemed like a wonderful child, said the Reverend. Let me get down to, let's see. Livingston County Sheriff Robert McCarty said at noon that no suspects were in custody, but investigators are following 70 leads that were phoned in by community members during the past 2 days. The investigation is not centered on sex offenders, as has been reported by several broadcast media outlets. Police Chief Jeff Anderson stressed today some sex offenders are being interviewed, but the investigation does not strictly center on them. Currently, we are interviewing, well, I think you're sort of admitting that he was killed in a way consistent with sex offenders. Oh, come on, Cairo. But you just by saying that implies that I'm nice. Don't do it, man. Thank you, Cairo. Let's see. Fishermen discovered Mesarchik's the body was fully clothed at 11:30 a.m. Thursday, floating in the Vermilion River. After realizing he had found the missing boy.
Stop being so nice. You are going to ruin the fake reputation of how mean you are if you keep helping people through donations.
Yeah. Like the clown yesterday in the email. Boy, that was some good stuff. After realizing he found the missing boy, he secured the boy's body, and contacted a passerby who contacted police. This is in 2003. A water search also is being conducted. During today's noon press conference, authorities stressed they are being tight-lipped about what evidence and leads they have. Reportedly was waiting inside an enclosed porch just prior to when he was abducted from outside his home at 407 West Morrell Street. Is that in, what town is this? Yeah, I wonder why those YouTubers don't have this kid's picture on the back of, right behind them on the shelves, you know what I mean? It's weird how it's always just the really popular ones. And by the way, that YouTuber copied almost word for word what I was saying on the Fort Hood person, even down to showing the location on Street View and saying, yeah, but it's hard to tell, even this wording. Hey, and it's hard to tell, you know, where the parking, where she was parked because there's so many parking areas. It was really quite bizarre, almost mind-boggling that somebody would use almost the exact wording. You could at least pretend that you didn't watch the show. Let's see. Liz Parsons. Which one? Yeah. Lots of cases out there. Lots of cases. So what town is this in now? Okay, Livingston. Okay, come on. Oh, it's 1996. How could that not have a... How could there not be a street view on that one? Come on. Really? It must... Okay, there's no way they wouldn't have one there. God, there's only one over here. That's crazy. They took the time to make a 3D model of it, but they don't have street view. They said there was an enclosed porch. What's weird about that house is like, where's the front of it? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it just makes it less interesting that it pinged on base, right? Now it just sort of appears she just disappeared off the base. You know, they might want to look at her boyfriend. I don't know. Seems like a good place to start. Yeah, it's really weird. It's a weird feeling when people just so blatantly copy your stuff and then just pretend that they didn't do it. It's unreal, you know. It's unreal. That's why I never watch any, you know, like somebody said, hey, you should check this out, so I watched that, right? But I don't watch YouTubers at all. Like, I don't really watch, you know, like I won't watch a John Crimes video on a subject. I won't watch John Lorden's video. I don't watch, I mean, the reason I don't do it is because I want to have, I go to the live shows that some of these YouTubers have just to kind of hang out sometimes. But I rarely watch a video that they make. Because when I'm covering it, I want to have it to be my own thoughts. All, like, every single time I'm covering a case, the stuff you hear me saying are what I'm thinking, not what somebody else said, and then I sort of reworded it a little bit. Now, if it just happens to be something that someone else thought of, it just means that that seemed like a logical thing to think about.
I love the pink hoodie. Much love to Mrs. Hughes. Blue heart, rainbow, 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 rainbow. See no evil monkey.
Wow, you guys still there? Yeah, I don't know. So they say, Renee. So they say. Yeah, well, it's also... The boyfriend probably doesn't really work at the... is he also a soldier, too? He doesn't look like one. So it could be that somebody on the base... So he's a soldier, too? Yeah, I kind of just gave up on that one a little bit. Yeah, he's not a soldier, right? That's what I was thinking. So yeah, then I guess he wouldn't be... It'd be hard for him to get on the base, really. If he's not a soldier. There's just no information. It's probably the least... Anytime you get a crime on a military base, they just hardly say anything. A 3-pound hammer was used to murder 7-year-old Dalton. Wow. You know, that's the same exact type of hammer that Chase Merritt used on the McStay children and everybody in the family. There have been 750 leads in the Dalton Mesarchik case. One of the leads resulted in the recovery of a Benchmark Pro 3-pound hammer, said Livingston County Sheriff's Robert McCarty. Well, how did you have a lead that led to the murder weapon, but you don't know who did it? Speaking during a press conference outside, the description of the murder weapon comes as police continue to search for a suspect in the Mesarchik's abduction and murder 19 days ago. Wow, that's messed up. Blood on the hammer matches that of Dalton Mesarchik. The particular brand of hammer, which had a metal head and a wooden handle, is sold at Kmart, McCarty said. We are working closely with the Kmart Corporation, trying to identify anyone who might have purchased this type of hammer or might have had this type of hammer stolen. We are asking that anyone... Well, what lead led you to the hammer? Maybe somebody just found it, or what? McClarty declined to say where the murder weapon was recovered and whether the hammer is old or new, simply saying that during the investigation the hammer was brought to our attention. The hammer is still being tested by the Illinois State Crime Lab. The recovered hammer continues to be examined for forensic evidence. And so this is, 2003, so they got a lot better stuff going on then. Mesarchik reportedly disappeared from outside his home while waiting for a church van to transport him to a Bible study class. I mean, whoever did this to him is going to hell no matter what, right? I mean, here's a kid waiting for a church van to take him to Bible study. His body was found by a fisherman in the Vermilion River. Let me see where that is. Vermilion River. Oh yeah, so I'm in the right spot there. Dalton. God, what happened to... God, Google Earth just disappeared on me. Mesarchik. Alright. Ah, come on. I don't know. Newspapers.com, I think, just sort of went down. It's unavailable right now. I wanted to get this all mapped out. Well, that blows. I was just about ready to get him in there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Huh. Sorry guys, I gotta figure something out here. So I'm not sure what's going on with newspapers.com. Well, it looks like it opened up there. Let's see. Dalton Mesarchik. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that was 407. West Morel Street. Hey, thanks, Raven.
Keep doing what you do, Gray. True crime wouldn't be the same without your quest for accuracy and truth. TB Taco left, TB Taco right, Twitch raid.
Alright, thanks. Raven. Okay, there's that one, and then we're going to go back to that next article is this one. With that hammer. And then said it takes a while. Reportedly disappeared from outside his home while waiting for a church van to transport him to a Bible study class at the First Church of Nazarene. Well, let's see where that is. What's the name of this town? Okay, Streeter. Alright, right there. So yeah, I could see taking a bus there. Streeter. Okay. And here we go. Yeah, basically tonight it was a donation night, golden one, and I'm going through some cases that people typed in because this is sort of what I do before we do a show. Okay? That's why it takes so long, like a lot of time trying to get everything together, and then, I just read through them out loud, but I try to put them in an order by date so everything kind of makes sense. Okay, so Mesarchik reportedly disappeared from outside his home while waiting for a church van to transport him to a Bible study class at First Church of Nazarene the evening of March 26, 2003. His body was found by a fisherman in the Vermilion River the following morning. And that river, I think, is it's this river, this long river that's going, who knows where exactly. I kind of think maybe up here, away from, like this is kind of far. But if you look up here, it immediately becomes kind of, not as many people. That's just my guess. So yeah, that's the Vermilion River right there. And so probably he obviously didn't get on the church bus. So somebody got him from the house here and then took him somewhere and then killed him with a hammer. I mean, that's just brutal. A fisherman in the Vermilion River the following morning. A subsequent coroner inquest found that Mesarchik died from blunt force trauma to the head due to an assault. Authorities were asked why they decided to reveal the existence of a murder weapon at this point in time. Hey, thank you, Daniel S. It was a strategic decision made by the various commanders and officers working on the case. Illinois State Police Captain Dan Roach said, that's what he said. Okay. Heddle elaborated, we need to impress it upon you that we need your help in determining who might have been in possession of this type of hammer. It could have been purchased by someone or stolen by someone. Heddle was asked if investigators believe the hammer was bought local in Illinois. It would be speculative to say this. Let's see. Streator Police Chief Jeff Anderson said the investigation continues to move forward, but is still ongoing. I believe that progress is being made, but we are still investigating the case. Well, all right, because you haven't solved it. It's weird how they just kind of try to word stuff like that. Anyone with information pertaining to the abduction and murder of Dalton Mesarchik should contact Streeter Crime Stoppers at 672-9000. I guess where's the area code? I mean, this is only 2003. We were using those before that. Thank you, Linda Howell. As in Linda Moldenhau of the Cattle Mutilations. Just a little different spelling.
Gray is the best.
Oh, the Vermilion Boat Club? Let's see. I think that was in that first article, wasn't it? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Wow. So there's another one? No, it was south. It wasn't where I was thinking. Right there. So floating in the water, south, and... kind of a long ways to go. Well, I guess that's not way different there to there. Yeah.
Donation wave face blowing a kiss avocado prayer beads bellhop bell.
Hey, thanks, Raven. I think early in the show, though, there was a pretty massive donation wave. I appreciate the sentiment, though. We donated $1,300 tonight. Easily a record for us. Yeah. Yeah, it was right at the beginning of the show. It was crazy. Thank you, Daudio Caspi Norse's Rock, Raven. Dead Thursday and along the Vermilion River 17 hours after he was first reported missing. Fishermen found the body of Dalton Mesarchik, second grader at Sentinel School, about noon along the river about 2.5 miles south of the Boys Morrell Street home. Well, let's see. Does that make sense? That doesn't make much sense. 2.5 miles. Well, maybe. Yeah, it's close, I guess. They're making it sound more like over here. We're living through every parent's nightmare, said Dalton's father. Oh, here you go. Yeah, that one, this picture right there looks kind of like what you guys were saying. See that little curly Q, and then it, boom, right there. Let's see how close that is. Yeah, right there, and then so they have it more up on this side like that. Hey, thanks, Emily Flotia. Front of his home, 7:15 p.m. For a church van to pick him up and take him to a function. Okay, let me go to the last page here. Well, they said to go to the last page. I don't know. So there's that. Hell, I don't know what the last page means on this one. Hey, thanks, Mail Harmon. Or Maley. Did we come up with... What is it? Is it Maley or... How do you say that? Maley? Miley. That's right, Miley Harmon. Jesus. You told me that one already. I got it right there. You don't have to type it in. You don't have to type it in. I remember... Ow! I already said it, man. I already said it. See, the problem is it pops up on me and then my eye looks at it first. See, I already said Miley before you typed it in, though, Miley. So you got to give me credit for that. You guys are way too quick at typing that shit in. Well, she did it later than me. I just... You don't know that because you're on delay. But it popped up there. I see. You guys are on like an 8-second delay. So, for me, she typed it in 1 second after I said it. Right, you see the lag, right. That means when I've already seen what, let's see. Hell, I don't know. Shit. You can rewind it? I don't have it set that way. You know, I wonder if, oh wait, it is. Gosh darn it. Oops. Well, there you go. You guys can hit rewind. We see the lag. Yeah, so the thing is if you type something in, like I'll say, I said, oh wait, that's right, it's Miley, right? And then Miley pops up on the screen. I don't know how, did she just guess that or what? Because I said it like within 2 seconds of me. Yeah, well, you can now because there's an option that you have to turn off right before the show, and I forgot. Kidnapped from the front of his home, March 26th, while waiting for a church van to transport him to a Bible study class. Bloodhounds tracked Dalton's trail from his home's enclosed porch to the middle of the street, leading police to initially speculate that the child was picked up by a different van he believed was the church van. Well, I mean, how would you guess something like that? That's just such... Livingston County Sheriff Robert McCarty said Tuesday the investigative team searched for a vehicle is more expansive than just looking at vans. Dalton's body was discovered March 27th. I mean, I guess I can see why you think maybe it was a van, because Dalton was waiting for a van and therefore he just would have got up. But how do you know he wasn't just kidnapped and moved out to that direction, and his scent would still be going there? I don't know why it had to be a van. Dalton's body was discovered March 27th by fishermen in the Vermilion River near the Vermilion Boat Club. There it says that. A subsequent coroner's inquest found that Dalton died from blunt force trauma to the head due to an assault. Investigators recovered a 3-pound benchtop pro hammer with Dalton's blood on it. Authorities say the hammer was used to kill the boy before he was dumped in the river. Well, I wonder where the hammer was found. Tuesday would have been Dalton's 8th birthday. In the weeks immediately following the March 26th abduction, community room busted with activity at dozens of investigators. Although the basement room has since been abandoned by investigators on Friday, it once again became a gathering place for people, with the Streeter boys' ultimately demise at the forefront of their minds. Man, I'm having a hard time reading this. It's so small. That was from November. What about this one? This is July. So those are his parents right there. This is a year later. Private labs have different type of expertise available to them and equipment. Police are not divulging what type of evidence they have in their possession, be it DNA based, a fingerprint, or something else. The only piece of evidence police have revealed is the purported murder weapon, a 3-pound benchtop pro hammer that had Dalton's blood on it. How did they, I mean, that's such a big deal of how they found that. That's a crazy one. I might have to go, do one on this.
Lady Daisy the Husky is listening to you, Crown Crown.
Such a massive story. This is a pretty big YouTube story, though. I don't like doing ones that every single other YouTuber does. It's almost like this, I don't know what it reminds me of. It's just so weird that everybody does the same damn case. It's like it's sort of cool or in. You're neat or in. You're one of the cool dudes if you did this one too. You know? I'm not sure why it's like that. That's right, no watts. That's for damn sure. You can Bet your money on that. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it. His name doesn't even sound familiar. See, look at, they really had some big write-ups in there. But it's a local paper, so yeah. Let me see if they break it down again. Let's see. Perhaps they would have turned out to be the same brand. Let's see. We have always hoped that investigators would have used some innovation in their investigation techniques. For example, perhaps when combing the area where Dalton was last seen along Morrill Street, investigators would have found a cigarette butt. And then investigators would have found another cigarette butt on the ground near the place where Dalton's young body was pulled from the river. Perhaps they would have turned out to be the same brand. Further tests would have shown the same DNA, all of which resulted in solving the murder. We have hoped that some infrared sensors would have been used by investigators to find a footprint. See, these are crazy, you know, I think. I mean, when people start going like this, yeah, you would have hoped, right? I mean, that's just something out of a movie, though. Everything that you just said. Ooh, yeah, the same brand of cigarette butt on the street. So he was plowing through a cigarette, threw it on the ground, and put Dalton in the car. Then he goes out, murders him, puffs another cigarette, and tosses it on the ground. Yeah. Investigators are not revealing much about their investigation these days. We hope they haven't given up. Illinois State Police maintains a tip line. "5 years ago, Dalton was kidnapped in front of his home while reportedly waiting for a church van to pick him up and take him to church youth group. His body was found along the banks of the Vermilion River south of Streator. 5 years is a long time." Yep. Well, this is 2016 here. A vigil. No, it's 2013, excuse me. March 16. Okay, this is March 27th, 2014. Fisherman found the boy's body. I mean, there's just no new information. You know, that the police need to put out some new stuff every once in a while. But I could do like a video on it that would be short, just to get something out there. But anyways, I'm exhausted. Been a long day over here. Didn't catch a damn thing when I went fishing either. All right. Look, everybody's frozen. I gotta get them moving again. There we go. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, anyways, you guys were absolutely amazing tonight on the donations. I was gonna donate 1,000, and then you guys, I was able to do another 300. And 1,000 was actually based on if there was some contributions prior to that too. So you guys were like, boom. Amazing. So we were able to donate $1,300 tonight, which make it so that we have donated $4,200 for the year. Texas Equusearch has $1,100 so far. Kyron Horman Foundation $700. DNA Dope Project $1,100. Knickknack $300, and I think it was called First Responders Children Foundation $1,000. We did that last month for the coronavirus deal. Yep, we'll see you guys tomorrow, but let me do the let's see. There we go. Crater Lake. Okay, man, that's going to take a freaking hour here, though. Hold on a second. Nah, we have to do like an auctioneer sound to read off all these names. But I'm going to do it. Okay. And, let's see. Curious Georgia. Cairo. Jay Case, Barbara Smith, Sarita Hilly, William Zambrano, Shogun Love, Sapphire Life, Greg Glista, Cowgirl Up, What Now? And Cowgirl Up did like 100 Canadian. That's pretty awesome. And What Now? Jessica Schubach, Miss Skiss with the cat eye $50 one. Audrey Jensen, Barbara Smith, Lanky Tor. Hey, Lanky Tor. I must have missed your name when you came by. Good to see you. Cairo, Ashley Monty, Barbara Smith again with the cat eye donation. Cairo, Jennifer Cochran Fent. I'm not even close to halfway through this. Frazzled Cat, Kelly 78, Marnie, Ohio Italian Lady, Cairo, Wombat Dundee, Cindy B, Madonna, Christy Lynn, Cairo, Barbara Smith, Karen K, Ruben Urban, Kim F, Sharp, Barbara Smith again, Cindy Beimler, that's right, Beimler, there you go, Barbara Smith, Cindy Beimler again, Emily Flotilla, Barbara Smith again, who was spending her stimulus money, Ann Healy, Dadio Caspian Horses Rock, Barbara Smith again, Gritty Gret, Barbara Smith again, The Ninja Guy Don, Karen K, Kathleen Kanek, Kindness Cake, Chrissy Paradis, Sean Beecham, Cairo, Sean Beecham again, Daniel S, Linda Howe, as in Linda Molden Howe of the cattle mutilations, Raven 187, Dadio Caspian Horses Rock, Emily Flotilla, Miley Harmon, and Sean Beecham. Man, almost needed an auctioneer to read those off. And then also, hold on, we've got on PayPal, Sarah Beth, Kay Clark, Julia Nichols, Kay Clark again. I think they were doing the those faces, the headgear that I was wearing. And then Sarah Beth again, and Julia, Ash, Alicia. Yeah, you guys are. That's crazy. You guys were doing. You were the ones doing all those faces, and then Raven again on there. Yeah, and then also a new Patreon member, Rochelle. I don't know if she wants, but Rochelle is her name. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then also yesterday was Sharon, and then also...
And one for good measure.
Well, thanks, Chrissy Paradis. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna do the flyby. Just a second. Probably just one route, one loop. Thank you, Daudio, Caspian Horses Ride. Ah, the alien. Dancing on the mountain. Well, thank you guys all for showing up tonight. I'm just so tired right here. I'm just... And I need a haircut too. My hair just... It's so long right now. It's crazy. It just... You know? I could actually make a mohawk if I wanted to. But, alright everybody. Thank you all for showing up tonight. And really amazing support on the donations there. Okay? You know, obviously I've told you guys I don't donate all the money that I get on it, but I donate a really big chunk, which turns out to be about probably like 35 to 40% of my actual take home from YouTube. Okay, so hopefully that's enough. All right, so I really appreciate all of you guys' support, and I guess we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, but you guys all deserve a big free cart. Okay, you all deserve a big free cart, but hey, listen, don't forget to get the Skippy mug, and on the other side, dumbbell. Okay, it's right there. It'll be fun. Okay, everybody, thank you very much, and as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. And let me get to the, okay, there it is. 2, 3.
Wait, I didn't think you were doing it tonight. You're still doing it tonight? What do you mean? Oh, okay, you're doing what you normally do. Okay. Yeah, okay, great.
Yes, John Boy, I was doing what I normally do. Jesus. This guy's a little bit like Biden right now. Okay, good night, John Boy.
Good night, Mary Lou.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, flag rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Grader's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just